Hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Justice for All. We are beginning Court Phase 2 here in Case 2 of Game 2. If only I was recording this on a Tuesday, that'd be so grand. Anywho, this might, in all honesty, be the final day of this case. Like, in the entire first game, like, all those cases spanned 3 days. But this, honestly, all the language involved here really points towards this being the final day. I will be honestly surprised if there is a third day. So, without further ado, I think we should finish this. What do you think? We got Meanie, and Morgan Fay collaborating. That is our leading theory here. They both were involved in the murder of Turner Gray. So, all that's left, I think, is to uncover the truth. Let's get going. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. Yeah, exactly. I guarantee you that there's a lot going on with Franziska's mind. There's way more to her than her steely facade would belie. Probably a few complexes, yes. And then you look at me, and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. No, Phoenix, that's the one thing you say on the outside. Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Oh, no. No, Pearly. Pearls, I am dead certain that Morgan is going to testify against Maya. I just can feel it in my bones. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Oh, come on, Phoenix. You're a grown bird. You can leave the nest on your own now. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly? Not this again? Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Oh, Pearl, you card. You filthy, filthy shipper. Oh, thank goodness. Nick? This way. Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. Oh! That wasn't this way as in come over this way. That was this way Pearl won't be able to see today's trial. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess Phoenix has plans to accuse Morgan, huh? Yeah, it probably wouldn't be for the best if Pearl were to see that. She is just 8 years old after all. Oh god. What do you mean? What's going on? Oh boy. Drama in the Fay family. Here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fay. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. But really? Really? This is being broadcast all over the world? All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fay. Oh, the pun. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Gulp. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I'd like to say one thing before we begin. Alright. Let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. Oh. Whoa. Hello. What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Well, yeah, that was taken before the police were called when Morgan ushered everyone out of the room. Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fay, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit-severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit-severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fay, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. So, how do you explain Maya returning to the chamber in time for the police to collect her? Wow, Morgan's hair is even more ridiculous from the back. Order. Miss Fay, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial.
Oh boy.
After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Wow. That's lame. Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise.
That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
Yeah. Oh no. First thing I'd like to do is to confirm whether or not Mystic Maya was holding a pistol at the time. Well, yeah, that's definitely a gun in her hand. That's the second photo that was taken, and here's the first. Yep. Interesting. Well, I really didn't detect anything amiss in her initial testimony, so I guess we just need to press things. Just now, you said, those two. Who were the two people you were referring to?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Ada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful.
I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. Oh, yeah.
In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr.
God damn it! Oh, she's going down just for that. Oh,
thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Fay?
I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police.
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another...
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. Yeah, question further. It almost sounds like she's about to say, there was another reason I sent them away. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims.
She saved it.
The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay. Yeah, that was exactly what I thought. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue.
A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze.
During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however.
Objection!
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya? No, question further. Always question further. So, you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Ow!
The witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later.
Yes, very, very well. Oh, why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Now, witness, continue with what happened. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room.
Was it really that easy for her to escape from you?
I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes.
But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fay.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called.
But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while.
You fainted?
I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps.
How long does it take to call the police? The phone was right outside. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great. Well, now what? So, while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went.
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. That's a good point.
It's true that this witness was not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to our next witness.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fay did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt.
Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes, that is exactly what we should...
Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee has done was she had gone to speak with a certain person.
Meanie.
Yeah, if it was the sister... Man, I am so confused here. Isn't the admittance that it was another person possessing the body of Maya the inherent admittance that Maya did not do the murder? I'm still confused about that. Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Meanie, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Meanie? I think you can see where this is headed. Yeah, so... Again, the prosecution's current argument was that it was full-fledged the ghost of Meanie, who was possessing the body of Maya Fay. Is that not the admittance that Maya did not do the murder? Seriously, what? Jeez. Whatever. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, Meanie? I'm, researching, parapsychology stuff at the, university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's I guess, most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Meanie. Miney, rather. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fay. Is this correct? I get... If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. Oh boy, here we go. When the channeling started, I was, sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came to the room, really suddenly. It was oh my god, totally my sister? I, hadn't seen her in, so long. I was so happy and, a sad way. My sister, she, told me something, totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fay?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fay was still in the middle of channeling at the time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Meanie. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness? Yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Do I totally, really have to? Of course.
Miss Meanie, please.
My sister, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie?
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow.
However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix.
Mia,
What do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind its tapestry of lies.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that a cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble.
I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last?
We'll see about that. After the murder.
Like, when the challenge started, I was like sleeping in the side room.
Is it even worth pressing that? I guess I have to, just to be safe. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it?
Like, that's right. I think there was some sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed.
I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
Like, a little later, someone came to the room, really suddenly.
Do you know the time?
Maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think.
11 a.m.
Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food.
Yeah, didn't Eenie just say that she ate what was served for lunch? No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. I thought I had something. I meant what time it was when someone came into your room.
Oh, so, that's what you meant. Should have been more, clear about it?
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's really...
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, what was I talking about again?
Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room.
It was oh my god, totally my sister.
Are you absolutely sure?
I guess?
You guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
I don't know. I mean, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
Ugh. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. Oh, well that answers that question. More than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Meanie? I, hadn't seen her in, so long. I was so happy in, a sad way. You were happy in a sad way. Yeah, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? Maybe if I was, someone who didn't know about, the occult, but I, know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No, question further. Always, always! So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Oh! Really? So you weren't questioning why they were covered in blood, there wasn't any reason for me to, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? Oh, it is very important, good sir. It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. The famed strategy. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony. Okay. I'm, totally cool with that. I wasn't, scared at all. And, her costume looked totally, normal. Oh, well, okay, they spilled it out. Just in case, let's press this statement here. So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. Yeah, nothing was, weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Is everything okay? Can I, go on? No, I'm afraid I'm going to have to stop you right there. Present robes!
Objection!
Bingo. That was a very well-spun lie, Miss Meanie. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Meanie, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Yeah, and... But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. Oh, they're yet to bring up the robes. They went for the picture. Is this a case? Well, is this a moment, an instance where, where showing off two or more pieces of evidence would have ended in the same result? Like, I feel like I could have showed either the robes or the picture. Interesting.
The blood spray.
Miss Meanie, why did you not include the blood you saw on your testimony? If you are really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order. Miss Meanie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Meanie? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. Whoa. We just saw her eyes. Do you see that glare? Yeah, I can detect the malice behind that look. That. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. I don't need no help. After the murder, part 2. The side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Wow. Yeah, this is falling apart. I can see it. It's getting really vague. She's scrambling. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness. Cross-examination. After the murder, part 2. Okay, the music's heating up. Yeah, let's begin by pressing everything. No harm in that. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Meanie's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. The costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood? Yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face. Continue. I think even Francisca knew she just barely wriggled out of that one. And what was your sister, Miss Meanie, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray? But I think, she knew. She, said that she did something really bad? And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Like, yeah. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Hold it!
Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meanie? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? When? When you were going to the crime scene. I want to say that one. Yeah, we've already cross-examined her at length about what she noticed in the side room, so we can scratch that out immediately. And arrived at the crime scene? No, there's no way we could get her to admit that, like, she saw bullet holes, or she'd probably just say that she was focused on the corpse, but when she was going to the crime scene, she probably should have noticed Pearl Fay putting back together the vase. Or someone tampering with the incinerator. Something. She should have noticed something there. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? Oh, it's very important, alright. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Meanie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Yeah, let's press this just to be safe.
Hold it!
Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. Now then. Broken by Pearl right before the murder, under repair in the hallway until police came. Bingo!
Objection!
Oh yeah. Oh, it feels good to finally be on the ball again. I've been floundering around in this case, but I'm actually doing pretty okay here. I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So? Like, what does that prove?
Objection!
Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber? I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand.
I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could not have seen this person. One Pearl Fay.
Take that!
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how was this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh. And she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Oh! Wait, she broke the urn? Yup, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Whoa. That was a bit horrifying, but sure. What? Miss Meanie. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. You are a masterful liar. Ah! Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
Objection!
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There was no way you were. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Help me, Mia? Okay, do I have any evidence that objectively proves that she was in the room? Like, we know someone was in the room that was in the case, in the clothing box, but... Well... Well, I actually don't see anything that jumps out in the evidence here. Well, help me, Mia! I may have overreached on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry, you're on the right path, Phoenix. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So, just this once, do you want me to help you out? Why not? Please, I need your help right now. Hold on. First, calm down, Phoenix. Good. That girl, she slipped up with her words. Her words, if she really was in the side room the entire time, then she just testified about something she shouldn't have any knowledge of. Oh. And what is that? Oh. Mr. Wright, what is your answer? Okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? It's in her testimony just now. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? Ah. It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? Like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Well, I mean, she could have just learned after the fact, right? Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Wow! But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meanie, please answer the question.
Objection!
Don't ask a question off the basis of assumption, if you please. Uh-oh. I don't like how confident she's being. Well, I suppose since you've put it on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Meanie. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? She was in the channeling chamber, in the clothes box.
Take that!
Miss Meanie was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Meanie was at the scene of the crime. Order, that's... Wah! Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Meanie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Wait. Oh. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know it. Okay. Hear me out. Now, Maya Fay took a good look around the room, even going so far as to check behind the folding screen. But she might not have noticed the clothes box laying on the ground in the room. And how can I prove that, I think I can prove that the clothes box was, at the time, behind the folding screen, where the bullet hole went. There is an identical bullet hole in both the clothes box and the folding screen. Eenie Meanie was in the clothes box and shot out through the basket, through the folding screen, and directly into Dr. Gray. I think Eenie was right here in the bottom corner, behind the folding screen.
Take that!
Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone is hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk? Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball. No, Miss Meanie, one so young as you shouldn't be saying. Shut it, Gramps, as you know exactly how old I am. As if you know exactly how old I am. How old is she? Age 21. I'm sorry. Whoa. What if Eenie is really old and it's just a plastic surgery on her face that makes her look young? Like it was an outdated license. Huh. Oh. Huh. She said her license was destroyed, but all that could be saved was the photograph, right? The rest burned up in the fire? What if she had an outdated license? Well, why would that matter? She wasn't even the one driving, apparently. Interesting. Huh. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Oh, that's new. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this, the clothing box.
Take that!
Miss Meanie, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of this crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box? No person could fit in that? Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
Objection!
But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yes, I can with some evidence. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. The folding screen. A hole, a bullet hole, just like the one in here. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. This is... what on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole, about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. What? Oh, I guess it could be the case, but... Huh. I was thinking that the gunshot happened from within it, but then I guess that would leave the scorch marks on the inside, right? Yeah, no. So I guess Meanie got out of the box and was there interacting with the two. Interesting. Then why weren't there shouts of alarm in that time? Interesting. You were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Order. So, what you are saying? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Meanie? Oh my god, she does look... Oh my god. Oh my god, it is! She looks just like her sister! Maya was unconscious and maybe hidden back behind the screen in the box or whatever, and then that's Meanie, dressed up like her sister, who was supposed to be channeled. Oh my god! Oh my god, that's... Whoa! Whoa! Guys, I am so glad it didn't end up being the case that Morgan Fay just did it. This is so much more complex. I mean, I know Meanie is the 100% culprit here, but there's also still the strong possibility that Morgan assisted. That is exactly what I am saying. Miss Meanie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fay. To masquerade as Maya Fay? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime? It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. Correct, it's not possible. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you? The foolish receive no mercy. Wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. Huff, huff. Miss Meanie, you had an accomplice. One Morgan Fay. This person... If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Fay. Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? Oh, grr. Grr. You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands. Do you deny it? Oh boy. Yep. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. Oh. First, she drugged Maya Fay with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the challenge chamber. Miss Meanie. She immediately uncovered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fay. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Damn. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools! I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? She doesn't know when to stop. Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Oh, the motive? That's gonna be so easy to prove. Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Meanie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Dr. Gray, right? I mean, yeah. Let me read this again. You know what? Actually, it might be better to just show Mimi's profile. Yeah, I think the case is that Eni wanted to avenge her sister, Mimi.
Take that!
Ha! Just as I thought, you'd bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister? Oh, that's not generic dialogue. Oh shit, okay. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. Is this Mimi? Is this Mimi who got facial reconstruction? Her face was destroyed in the accident. She could have taken the photo and said, make me look like what I used to look like, but it was actually her sister. Oh my god, I now sincerely hope that's the case, because oh my god, that would be the amazing cherry on top. Oh my, oh god. Whoa. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, ow! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Meanie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. Arr! What happened? Thought I had her for sure. Hee hee. See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Meanie. Wait for it, wait for it. There it is. Mia! Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute. All right. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder, but you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meanie had a motive, then why did she kill the victim this way? Can you prove the reason? Can I really do this? I mean, of course I have to. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meanie had a motive. Ha ha ha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Eek. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side? Avant Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh boy. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. Whoa, okay. We will continue the cross-examination after reconvene. Hey, wait a sec. Okay, to be continued. Wow, okay. Hello. Wow, yeah, okay, hold up. I need to do some thinking here. Holy shit. Is it really true? About my aunt? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to call this episode here, definitely, but oh my god. Guys, I had a flash of inspiration there. Like, what if this isn't Meanie getting vengeance for her dead sister's sake, but what if the other sister died in that car crash? What if Mimi was the one who lived on? She got her face destroyed, she salvaged the photo from the driver's license, and she asked for facial reconstruction surgery to quote-unquote look like what she used to look like, and then orchestrated this long revenge scheme. Out of all people in the world, yeah, Mimi would have the strongest vendetta against Dr. Gray. Holy shit. Like, I know this is absurd, but come on, that complete facial reconstruction surgery that apparently happened? Come on. It's gotta be the case, right? It's just too juicy not to be the case. Oh my god. Well, wow. So, anywho, I guess this really is the end. Like, there was simply no way this is continuing on. So, I hope you guys will join me next time for the complete finale of this case. Definitely. Well, this has been Phoenix Wright, Justice for All, and I've been Zephyr the Jester. I thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Ooh, I'll admit I was kind of lukewarm about this case to begin, but ooh, this is getting so spicy. Ghost pepper spicy. Take care.